your first experience with crypto, you're gonna lose all your money. Keep learning. Don't give up on trading, because once you master this skill, right, you can take it anywhere in the world. Don't give up. Don't give up, because there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Patient, FS, trading is not easy. If you're looking for something that's easy, trading is not for you. Trading.
All right, thanks for taking the time to do the interview. How are you finding FundedNext?
It's awesome. I've been, I think I tried them out. I tried you guys out last year, I think. And then I had a bit of issue in the beginning, and then everything got resolved. And you guys introduced the guaranteed 24 hours payout. I think that was it for me. Wait is to get paid. And when you have a company that wants to pay their traders, that's
always a positive, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why we're doing this.
So we're doing it slightly different to all the other scammers out there.
Yeah, you can see all of them just dropping one by one at the moment. New rules every single day. Yeah, it's not looking good.
Yeah, no, there's going to be very few companies left by the looks of it, which is good. Let's get rid of all the rubbish. So, all right, great. All right, well, maybe you could just introduce yourself. Tell us a bit about yourself. Obviously, you've introduced yourself to me, but if you could just repeat that, where you're from, how long you've been trading, anything else you find relevant.
Yeah. So my name is Austin. I'm from I live in the UK, Birmingham. I've been trading for over 2 years. But I've been in crypto since 2017. So that's how I actually got into trading, because I wanted to be able to read the charts, to be able to interpret, where Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies could go. So I just don't do trading only. Like I said, I'm also in crypto, and I do e-commerce. So I have a Shopify store. And then I do coaching. So I coach a student that wants to start an online business, whether that's learning how to trade or how to start a Shopify store or online in general. I started my online journey in 2007. So yeah, it's been I've been in this space for a long time, and I've done a bunch of stuff. I used to launch software. I've done affiliate marketing, which I started with. I've launched ebooks, courses, and all that. And but now I do day trading, coaching, and e-commerce.
Okay. Pretty varied career then. Okay, interesting. Yeah. Right. All right. How did you find the crypto back in the day? What was that? How did that treat you?
Before, your first experience with crypto, you're gonna lose all your money. There's no way around it. You're just gonna lose all your money.
It was a roller coaster, wasn't it, back in the day?
Yeah. Like 2017, I got in at the very top. When I should be selling, I was buying. And,
I remember it well.
And so I lost all my money. But the longer you stay in the crypto market, the more money you're gonna make. Because you need to understand how the crypto market works, the bull market and bear market. If you're able to figure that out, you make money in this market. You just know when to buy and when to sell. But people do it in reverse. So some people are buying when BBC, CNN, and all the media are talking about it. But it's too late. That's what you should.
Of course. That's the final wave before the capitulation.
That's the euphoria.
Yeah. All right. So you're basically trading FX with FundedNext or equities?
Yeah, I trade indexes. So I'm mainly trading I trade US30 and sometimes NAS100. That's what I've been trading for the last 2 years. I just prefer focusing on one doing. Yeah,
I agree. Yeah, same. I'm a NAS100 trader myself, so I think best, much better ranges, much better. Just been better for trading over the last few years for whatever reason. FX has been a little bit muted, hasn't it?
Especially like during New York, because the US index, during New York, you get like a really good move on US30 NAS100, or if you're trading US 500 as well.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah. To only trade those indices when New York's open, for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So, what would you say is your style of trading or strategies when you're trading those?
So I have a couple of strategies. One of them is a breakout. So because I trade indices, so what I do is I'll let the Asian range, I'll let it close. I'll let the London close, and I'll draw the high of London and Asia, and then I'll draw the low as well. And I'm looking for a breakout. And that's one of my strategy. Another strategy is just doing demand and supply, buy on support and then sell on resistance. And that's actually what trading is about, is support and resistance. And
being able to identify it. Yeah, sure. So okay, so you mentioned NAS100, you're looking for previous range highs and lows like Asia and London. Sounds to me like you're a bit of a liquidity trader then.
Yeah.
A bit of an ICT bias in there.
Yeah, similar to ICT. I add a little bit of ICT to it. The thing about me is because I've been online for a very long time, I try to think outside of the box, So instead of just following one strategy, I'm always thinking, what can I add on top of it? What layer can I bring into it? And so instead of just following one strategy like ICT blindly, I'm going to try and look for something that I can put on top of it. And I combine multiple strategy. When you've traded one instrument for a long time, you get to really understand how it moves.
Yeah. I mean, that's the advantage of focusing rather than looking at many pairs. Yeah.
Exactly.
Especially if you're a day trader, you really can't be looking at too many pairs at the same time.
Exactly. So that's what I do.
Okay. Could you share a screen? Maybe show us an example. Is that possible?
Yeah.
The spread on NAS with FundedNext is pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I've traded mostly US30. So US30 is my baby.
I find that a bit volatile for me.
It's very volatile, and I like the volatility.
Yeah, sure. If you like it, definitely. Maybe even more volatile once Nvidia joins the US30. That's really going to spice things up.
Yeah. Can you see my screen?
I can. Dow Jones 15-minute on the Pepperstone feed. Yeah.
So what I'm looking for, first off, I do a top-down analysis, right? When you're trading US30, what you want to do, you want to go to the 4 hours. 4 hours is going to give you a really good visual movement of it. So when I go to 4 hours, and I'm just going to see what is the trend of the market. You never want to go against the trend, right? What is the trend of the market? You want to go where the market is going, right? Just follow the market. So in this case, you can see like this week, for example. So every single week on US30 and NAS100, we call what's called a new week opening gap. So this is where the market opened. And over the summer, it's usually not very effective, but before May, what you'll find is, let me just show you what I mean. Let me go to the 15 minutes. So what you find is that on a Sunday night, the market is going to create a gap. It's going to create an opening. So that's the new week opening gap, right? So if you go back, if I go all the way back, I don't know if you can see it see it properly. So it usually creates a new week opening gap. And then what you can do is just wait for Monday trading to be over, right? You wait for Monday trading to be over, and then on a Tuesday, where if you close above the new week opening gap, then the market usually go bullish for the rest of the week, at least till Thursday, Friday, because Friday market is just session it just moves crazy.
Yeah.
And if you go back, so I'll show you some of the indicators later on. But if you go back, you will just see all of that on the chart, where you see that the market, if you open above the new week opening gap, it's going to trade above the new week opening gap. So you want to be taking a buy trade. If it's trading on a Monday, it finished below the new week opening gap, the market is going to be on a downtrend. And that's one of the strategy. But what I do, so I always go to the 4 hours, and then I'll do a top-down analysis. And I want to see where the market is going. So in this case, like trading yesterday, when I was trading yesterday, I took a buy trade, because if you see this week, the markets are sort of trending up, sorry. So I want to look for a good entry. I want to look for because I want to go on a buy trade with US30. It respects RSI really well. So I want to look for when RSI is really low, right? Like very, very low. And I know that I'm on a buy trade, and I want to go on a buy trade, and I know that we are also maintaining the trend lines. So for example, when it hit that trend line, that was a buy for me, because you can see that we are trending up, and it's maintaining that trend line. When it hit that trend line, you see on the 4 hours, we created that candle, the bullish candle. And then what I do, once I've analyzed the higher time frame, so like the 4 hours and the daily, so you see the daily as well, you can see like we've been trending high, we're bullish. So I drop down to the 15 minutes. 15 minutes is where I take my trade, because I'm a scalper. So I'll drop down to the 15 minutes, and that is where I will take my trade. So you see, like, the reason why I said always focus on the 4 hours is because US30 fake out a lot on the 15 minutes. So if you're looking at the 15 minutes, you would think it's broken its trend, but it hasn't. To get a
4 hours, the 4 hours just a wick.
You see the 4 hours, it's still maintaining it. So you want to keep an eye on the 4 hours. So, but this area would have been a good area to buy, because the market is bullish, right? You want to be buying along the trend line. That's a good area to buy. And also, I was telling you about the breakout. So this is it. So for example, you see the New York, that was on Tuesday. So you see that was Tokyo. That's Tokyo session. And then that's a London session. So you see the high of both of them. And you see, and you see it came back down, but it took off. It broke out, and then we went on the upside. The same, if you look here on this day, Thursday, 27, Tokyo, New York, we broke out, we took off. I'm scalping, because some people might look at that and think, that's not a lot of people. Look.
Oh, it is. That's a huge amount of fish.
And again, we've been having resistance that area. See? So you want to come out. You broke out there. You enter the trade. You want to come out on that resistance. You already made your bread for the day. I mean, look at that. That's 100 US30. I mean, that's all you need. Again, on this day, we had the indicator, when you go back, it doesn't really show it, but so I'll look at it. So my strategy is 4 hours top down analysis, 4 daily, 4 hours, look at the market trend on US30 or NAS100, drop down to the 15 minutes, and just enter when it comes close to the trend line that you've drawn.
Okay. So what are the obviously you keenly watch sessions, obviously looking at ICT sessions. What other indicators are you looking at? I see you've got the midnight open labeled. What other things do you find useful, apart from RSI, of course?
So midnight open, and I also have this SMA, simple moving average, 8 days on the chart. It should be here, but I don't.
Just hitting it.
Yeah, but I don't know why it's not really showing. But yeah, I got the EMA, SMA, and then I got the market session. So it shows you, that's a really good, there are multiple indicators in the market that shows you market session. But this one, I think is by this guy called Otakho, or can't remember his name, but it's a really good one. And then obviously ICT, New York Open. So every day you see where the market open. And and the thing is, it's not just an indicator, it's telling you about price. That's why I have these indicators, like the new week opening gap and the new day opening gap, because it's telling you where price could potentially react. You see here, for example, like today, even though the US market is closed, but you can see that that's where the market reacted. You can see that's where price, went back up. When we traded down, trading sideways, around that open, we broke out, we broke up, and that's where it reacted. So it's telling me about price, like what, those are areas like the new week opening gap, the new day opening gap. When price comes back down into it, it usually reacts. It usually go up. If it's coming down, right, and it start going back up, right, it would usually try and get to the new day opening gap or new week opening gap before it changes direction again.
No, I agree. I mean, New York, the week open gaps and the day open gaps, so they're just draws on liquidity. They're just basically voids of activity. So the market needs to come back into those to offer price.
Exactly.
So yeah, they will always be a draw. Obviously, the larger they are, the better.
Exactly.
Something bigger to target. But okay, nice. Okay, cool. And you find this works equally well on both US30 and 100?
Sorry?
Austin, do you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think you broke up for a sec.
All right, did I break up? Sorry.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right. So you enter on the 15?
Yeah, on the 15. That's what I take my trade. I stay on the 15 because I trade the US30. Is like you said earlier on, it's very volatile.
Yeah.
For me, I found that 15 minutes is the sweet spot. 1 minute, that's just too volatile. 5 minutes, too volatile. 15 minutes, it's the sweet spot for me. After
it's a nice time frame.
Yeah.
Okay. What sort of risk reward are you looking for on those sorts of trades? Is it you're looking for a particular level, or are you going at a sort of 2.5, 3R, that kind of thing?
So I say to my student, like, when you're trading a volatile asset, the last thing you want to be thinking about is risk to reward. You want to focus on making money, because US30 can reverse on you in a second, like that. You know what I mean? So I don't look at risk to reward. I focus on levels. Like if I'm trading a breakout, for example, that I'm gonna come out there. It's gonna come out. I'm not gonna be looking for it to break and keep going.
No, it's unrealistic, isn't it?
Yeah, I've already made my bread for the day. That's 169, 100 and 200 pips. 200 pips on US30, even on one lot, you're good. You're good for the month. So I don't focus on risk to reward. I want to make profit. I'm in the market to make profit. I'll come out at a level.
No, I agree. Targeting levels always going to be less emotional, I think, than trying to focus on a constant risk reward level. What are you risking per trade?
I think if you're trading, I wanted to just add that I think if you're trading FS, if you're trading currencies, then maybe you can aim for like a risk to reward, because those assets, they're currency, they move very slow, but indices, US30 especially, insane, crazy.
You said it.
Go back to your question. What I'm risking. So I on a funded account, I risk about 1 to 2%. That's what I risk. And then on a challenge account, I risk about 3%, 3.5%. Because on a funded account, you wanna keep it slow and steady. Because it's not easy to pass the challenge. The stats shows you that not a lot of people pass these challenges. So once I get funded, I keep the risk low. And
makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Talking of stats, can we see your dashboard? Is that possible? Or?
Yeah. I'm not too good at using Google Meet. I'm a Zoom guy. So let's. Okay, stop presenting. Let me just look for. Can you see?
Okay. Yeah, we can see your 100K account. Obviously, a fresh account by the looks of it.
Yeah. It's a fresh account. So I just got payout from it yesterday, and so I just got payout from it yesterday, and so I've just taken one trade just to start the new cycle. It doesn't show. I thought it shows more, but it doesn't. It just shows this particular cycle that I'm
resets. I think.
It resets. Yeah, so there'll be more trades here, but there's not. It shows 100% win rate, but that's not.
No. Obviously, nobody has 100% win rate. No,
just one trade.
Okay. What would you typically? What would that typically be showing for your strategy? Win rate, loss rate.
I would say about 65.
65.
Yeah.
And the risk reward would be, on average, what?
Yeah. Like I said, I'll focus like on a 1-to-1, 1-to-2, or when I make profit, I come out. I try not to focus on risk to reward, because that can mess up your head and you give all the profit back to the market. I don't want to do that.
No.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for sharing that. So you're currently funded. What do you trade? What sort of size account do you trade?
100K.
100K.
Yeah, 100K account. Yeah, that's what I've been trading. I've got I think 3 payout from it already. So I'm just maintaining it. Making sure that I'm not over leveraging. I want to keep the account long term. So yeah.
Okay. Happy with everything so far? Payout speed, spreads, slippage.
I think FundedNext is the best out there right now. Obviously, FTMO is up there and the rest, but FundedNext is like the top for me right now. When you request for a payout, you get it within 24 hours. It's usually between 4 and 12 hours for me. The last payout that I've requested. Some firms, you might be waiting days and weeks, and I know a firm I'm not mentioning, but people have been waiting for like a month or 2 for payouts. Like I said earlier, the reason why we're trading and looking at the screen for hours is to get paid.
You're not doing it for the fun of it.
You're not getting paid, you may as well just go and get a job at McDonald's, Not worth it. So I love FundedNext for that. I think they're amazing.
Great. Good to hear. Anything you'd like to see? Any extra assets added or anything?
No, not really. I think I'm good with all. I trade US30, so US30 and I'm happy.
Good. What do you use, MT5?
MT5. I love MT5. Just easy, drag and drop, click.
Does the job, doesn't it?
I don't like the whole C trader, match trader, and all the TS trade. It's not for me. It's not for me.
No. NT5. Tried and tested. Might be a little old in the teeth, but it's fine. Okay. All right. Good. All right. Well, maybe just to finish on something like, what would you say? I mean, obviously, there's lots of traders out there who are struggling. It goes without saying. But what would you say to them if you could? What would you offer as advice? What would you What turned the table for you?
Yeah. What I would say is keep learning. Don't give up on trading, because once you master this skill, right, you can take it anywhere in the world. You can go to North Korea and you still be making you can go to Russia, you can be war zone in Ukraine and you're good, and it's a skill for life. The US30 it launched in I think 1890 or 1870s,
something like that. Yeah,
like my granddad wasn't even born then, right?
Yeah.
And by the time I'm gone, US30 is still gonna be there. So what I would say is be patient. FS trading is not easy. If you're looking for something that's easy, trading is not for you. Trading is difficult, right? Even people that have been trading for 10 years, 20 years, they still have like a losing streak. They go a week, 2 weeks, 1 month. And so if people that have been doing this for 10, 20 years, they still lose money, that tells you how difficult it is. But don't give up. Don't give up, because there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Just keep learning. Knowledge is everything. Don't focus on the money, focus on learning. Loads of stuff on YouTube. People underestimate the amount of content on YouTube.
There's a lot on there. You just need to know what to watch. That's the hardest thing. It's filtering the rubbish from the good stuff. Yeah. Keep going. Don't give up. But another thing I would say, I wouldn't depend on trading for a living, especially if you're just starting out. No. You haven't established a streak of profitability where you go 6 months or 1 year you're living off this. If you're just starting out, I wouldn't depend on it. Puts too much pressure on you, doesn't it?
Yeah. A lot, because trading messes with your head, right? So now when you're depending on it to pay your bills, that's an added pressure that you do not need.
Yeah, it's never gonna work.
So forget about all the gurus or furus that you see on Instagram flashing Ferraris and Lamborghinis. It takes time to get to that level. It takes time, and just know that this is not gonna be a walk in the park. It's gonna take time. It's gonna take a lot of dedication. But if you can stick it out, it's the best thing. It's the best job or career or whatever you want to call it.
I think it's the persistence usually pays off. Yeah, it does. It is. Yeah, the freedom. I think that's the main thing. Obviously, you can do it from almost anywhere. So
freedom to do what you want, where you want and how you want it. It's up to you.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Okay. All right, then. Well, thanks for your time. Taking up probably enough of your time. So good luck with the funded account. And
thank you.
Speak to you again. All right.
Yeah, good day. Bye.
See you. Bye.